Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 22 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. Rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense and win caliber result.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
That's complete to Troutman, right side. And gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3-0 after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Darnold drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's Kamara off the draw. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They run. It's Kamara. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Complete to Drake London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. Sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Darnold. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, and despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that's a tough one for the defense, because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. Lucky, make a little bit of a lucky mistake. 3rd down.
It's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses making opportunistic plays to keep this one a score. Making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking in zone for Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A gain of 47 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this ball incomplete. It looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got his man on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the posts, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Darnold to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side, and this offense, they've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Koo now for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Darnold. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
Throwing again is Darnold. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Darnold now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they go for it on 4th. This one's going to wind up incomplete. They go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Third play here, this opening drive is up against a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This will be fielded at the 17. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Right at the 30. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us to run off. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 15 carries, 55 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard record this year. That means something in today's NFL.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 30 down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Take it in at the 22. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans back out there and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 11 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost two there, and it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defender.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a 39-yard pickup. They'll take it.
The teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. There for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Ritter's pass completes a Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit. It looks like they found the formula and expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Finally the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Looking to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars in the tight end position than there were even 10 years.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Second and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Another run here with Sanders. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle they go with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for